Hi, I'm Jenny Gutsy. In case we haven't had a chance to meet yet, I am the Director of Engagement for Consultants for Good. And I wanted to give you a few tips today on how to optimize your C4G profile so that folks can more easily find you in our directory and through our Consultant Match Lab. So first, I wanted to show you, if you go to your dashboard, then you'll see on the left-hand side here these different options in this nav bar. And you can click Manage Profile to edit any of the details that I'll show you right now. If you want to start with contact information, that is the first tab of things you can update here. And each time you save and continue at the bottom of a page, it'll just bring you right to the next tab. So it's a great place to start. So first, this first part of your profile, a lot of this is going to be required. And the first thing I wanted to show is the short description here. So if on the left side here, you can see our directory. And when people are searching through directory results, before they click to see your profile, you are going to show up here with your small headshot, name, and then this short description. That is what you're typing here. I highly recommend that in the short description, first of all, that you type something, just anything, because profiles that do have a short description are much more likely to be clicked for people who want to see your entire profile, because that is what will tell them if their search is, if you are relevant to what they're looking for. So I also would highly recommend not describing your company here, but actually describing yourself so that people can get to know you. When people are looking in our directory, they're not trying to search for a company. They're trying to find a particular consultant who would be working with them. Because even if they are going to work with a firm that you own or work for, they are still going to work with an individual consultant at that firm, not the firm as a big body or a conglomerate. So you want to put in a description of you yourself that they'll want to click to see more. And then next, highly recommend that you put these links. This is something that if you are a C4G member, if you're a dues paying member, you'll have access to putting in these external links so that you can direct people to find you in other places. So you might want to put your company website. This calendar is your scheduling link so that people can book a call with you right from your profile. You could put, obviously, your LinkedIn. If you also have a Blue Sky or other social profile you want to put there, that's where that goes. And then here you can enter a link to any other kind of article feed that you might want to share. So that could be on Substack. We've got folks who are on Substack, some who are on Medium. So you could put whatever you want there that helps people read more of your articles. And this is also a feature that is offered to everyone. So you can have a free basic listing with us, or you can be a consultant member to put your profile photo. And then if you want to put your company logo, you could put that here. So going back to our directory, we don't allow company logos for your profile photo because, again, folks are wanting to get to know you as a consultant. So what you can do to show up on your profile, though, is put your company logo here. Next, we do allow our members, if you just have a free basic listing, you'll be able to put 5 professional categories that you specialize in as a consultant. If you are a C4G member, you can list up to 5. And this is something that people might, in our directory, they might search for. Over here on the left, you could see by keyword to find someone who works in whatever area that they need support with. Or they might actually search for just people with a category using our filter here. This is really important because if somebody is looking for, so for example, one of my specialties is process improvement. If that's something that they're looking for and you don't have this selected on your profile, you won't show up in search results. Also, if folks are using our Consultant Match Lab to get matched directly with consultants who have your expertise, they aren't going to get matched with you. You won't receive those invitations to submit a proposal if you don't have that listed on your profile. People can also filter in our directory and also ask in Consultant Match Lab for folks who speak a specific language. That's really important for certain areas. For example, we do a lot of work with folks in Central Texas who are wanting Spanish-speaking consultants. So that's something to make sure you put there. And that is another thing that folks who have a free basic listing or our members can add those languages. If you're a member, you can also select the top cause areas that you've worked in or like to focus on. So sometimes, for example, we work with, we collaborate sometimes with the Community Resource Center, which here in my home state of Colorado supports nonprofits specifically that serve rural areas. And so those nonprofits really want folks who have experience working in rural areas versus maybe just suburban or bigger metropolitan areas. And so they will often use the filter of searching for folks who have experience working in that rural area. Our members can also, if you have cool awards or honors, if you have affiliations and memberships with organizations outside of Consultants for Good, so for example, if you have a membership with the Grant Professionals Association, you could list that here. And then our members also, this is really cool, to be able to put referenceable clients and go ahead and list up to 10 on your profile. That immediately will build trust with people because they can see, oh, they've worked with 3 different organizations, and I can easily Google those organizations and see that they're legit nonprofits. Also, if you're a member, we highly encourage you. You can actually, if folks go and view your profile here. So similarly to how on LinkedIn, you're able to ask people to write a reference on your LinkedIn page, we highly recommend that you have your previous and current nonprofit clients click provide a reference here so that you can, and you'll receive notification when they try and provide a reference the same way that you would get that on LinkedIn. So you can approve putting that testimonial directly on your profile. That's even better than just listing those clients' organization names, because then people can immediately read on your profile how their experience went. And I also want to note in the description under this video, I will link to an FAQ page that we have where we offer a template that you can send to your clients to fill out as they write a reference for you on your profile, to give the information that we are most frequently asked for by nonprofits that use our Consultant Match Lab. And then finally, when we move on to the About section, this is where a lot of the good stuff is too. So if you are a C4G member, you have the ability to add a link to your bio where, again, I'm going to link an FAQ page that we have showing a template that you can fill in here to give a lot of the information that nonprofit clients would like to learn about you right off the bat. This is really cool for our members because then it's not just where people are seeing, okay, Jenny specializes in marketing. That can mean a lot of things. So this really helps you break it down some more and gives you a chance to show your personality a little bit more. So for example, with these kind of standard things here on your profile, you can't really get a sense of my personality just by seeing all of these simple details. And so that's one cool thing for our members, that you can really show that off here. This is also a great place to link. So if you have, for example, I just talked to a member recently who was interviewed on a nonprofit podcast and they weren't sure where to put that recording. You can put that in, you can link that in your About Me section. They just really kind of free form for you here. This is something that you can add no matter if you have a free basic listing or a membership with us. We really encourage you to mark any of these identities that you feel comfortable publicly sharing on your profile, because our nonprofit folks, they are not just looking most times for your professional expertise. They also want people who have lived experiences that align with what their community needs are. And so this is another filter that we offer in our directory and in our consultant match lab. We never require you to check off any of these boxes, just what you feel comfortable sharing. And if we also know that your identity is not going to be able to be encompassed with just some checkboxes. And so anything that you want to share about your identity or DEI journey, we have a free form space for you here too. And again, this is available for free basic listings and for our consultant members. And so those are the options that you can change from your dashboard. I also wanted to show you what your profile is going to look like over here, because there are some more things you can add to your profile that aren't on this dashboard page that can help build trust with folks before they decide whether to reach out to you. So here you can see on my profile as an example, under the overview tab, that's all of the basic information. Specialties tab, these are the specialties that you've selected. If you have a free basic listing, your specialties will show up here. You won't see this send a message button though. Our members are going to show those send a message buttons, and then also this button at the top, so that folks who are searching for consultants can send a direct message through our website. So if you want to start your free trial or become a member, just go ahead and officially join. Then those buttons will show up there for you too. Same with that provide a reference button. But other cool things you can add to your profile are articles, videos, and other on-demand resources. So if you have a free basic listing with us, you can publish up to 3 articles and up to 3 videos, as long as they align with our guidelines. And then those will show up on your profile. And so I'll link some resources in the description of this video as well that help that can help you know what is going to be engaging on your profile for folks who want to learn more about your expertise before they decide whether to reach out. Your on-demand resources that you post, these can be things that don't quite fit under an article or video. So that might be if you have a PDF guide that is a lead magnet for your email list. You may be able to post that there. If you have free checklists that you want to offer, they don't even have to be free. They can, if you have toolkits that you offer with a bunch of different templates, all related to one topic, maybe you sell a toolkit for $100. We don't take any percentage of the whatever the dollar amount is for your on-demand resources that you want to post. We allow you to just quickly, you add a copy and paste the website link to where people can get that on-demand resource, and people will be directed right to that link if they're interested. We won't take a portion of any of that. And so I'll show you quickly here what that will look like. So a lot of times when people are looking for resources on our website, they'll just go to our resource search page. They might search by keyword. There are also some different filters over here they might use. And then on our on-demand resources tab, here are some examples. So there's a major donor readiness checklist that Michelle Holcomb has posted. There's a guide for creating a nonprofit succession plan. So a lot of the on-demand resources you can see are free. Some of them do have a cost. And again, when people want to learn more about those resources, we link out to wherever they need to get them. And we also, for our members, we will often share the resources that you're posting, that be articles, videos, or other on-demand resources, We like to share the ones that that are meeting our community's emerging needs on our LinkedIn and our nonprofit newsletters. We often also post roundups. Those are some of our most engaging content pieces on our website where, say, if we know that Grant Professionals Day is coming up, we will post a roundup of all kinds of grant-related resources for nonprofits. And so we often will choose from our members' resources to add to those roundups. All right, I hope this helps you with your profile.